Hello again and welcome another Cable 15 Facebook Live broadcast, and we're on the road tonight taking on the Harding Academy Wildcats, and all the makings of a great football game and obviously an outright conference title on the line for both teams. And we'll start with you, David.
Well, anytime you get to play, and we talked about this in the pregame, anytime you get to play a football game, it's just, it's an awesome night, especially in the year of the COVID, and, lots of teams didn't get to play their full schedule, so Newport will go through their 9-game schedule intact, and, we lost a player or two along the way, but, that's just part of it, but exciting to be able to call a game like this, and I want to remind everybody that's brought to you by Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcom Avenue, our family serving your family, providing care and comfort in your family's time of need. Check on us at the website at www.jacksonsfh.com. And White River Health System has the care you need 7 days a week. Dr. Randall Hunt, Dr. Nicole Lawson, and APRN Marlo Hargrave sees patients Monday through Thursday for your primary care needs at the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic. You can call 512-2500 for an appointment. Arkansas Steel Associates has been a community-minded leader in Jackson County, including supporting the Greyhounds for many years. Arkansas Steel gives back thousands of dollars to support our community program, and we salute Arkansas Steel for their community support as they salute the Newport Greyhounds. Ben Black, anytime you get to play, great night, big football game, Newport and Harding for a conference championship.
Oh, it's just exciting to be in the booth, Dave. I've been looking forward to this game all year. Been talking to some friends of mine, or one in particular, Eric Sanders, lives down in Texas. He said he's been waiting for this game. He's so pumped. He said he's just almost went and tackled his wife. So I think a lot of our Greyhound fans feel that way, and we're just ready to get this game going and ready to play the game, man. There's so much hype around this game. Like you said, it's for a conference championship, outright conference championship for both clubs. So huge implications also in the playoffs. We don't really know how that's going to pan out yet as far as the seeding goes with the COVID, but we're excited to be here, glad to have the opportunity, and just looking for a big win tonight for the Hounds.
Hayden, we talk about matchups a lot. We talked about it earlier, and we talked about it all week, and we talked about it all year, how these teams match up against each other. Give us your thoughts on each side.
I'll start at the offensive line, and their offensive line, they just get great push every play. Not a lot of penalties. These guys don't false start. They just play fundamental sound football at the offensive line. And you talk about our offensive line, a rebuild kind of last year, some of the guys that we had, some of the guys we added with Jacob Ozier and then Abel Robinson, and then we talk about it time and time again with Weston Henderson being the captain of that offensive line, and then we'll make our way into the quarterback. And back-to-back years we've had to come to Harding with a sophomore quarterback, and then DJ Marshall has been nothing short of great this year. I like the way we're going with DJ. Obviously, we talk about Eli and his injury, but that guy will step on this field and just have to play somewhere else tonight, and you might see him at a receiver, you might see him at running back. Just a guy you can plug in anywhere. And then you talk about the 3-year starter in Caden Sipe, who is an all-stater. The kid just last year just lit it up. I think he had over 60 touchdowns in passing last year, and I think was number 1 in the state in that department. So, you just talk offensively, and you've got the chance to light up the scoreboard and somebody throw 60-70 on both sides, and then you go to the defense. And the back seven for both teams, they just fly to the football. When they get there, they're not coming just to tackle you. They're coming to hurt you on both ends. And then the front four obviously has been, I think, a strong point for our defense with Tyler Johnson anchoring that down. And then, of course, Abel, Jagger, and Colin Hill, and a mix of other guys that we get in there. But it should just be one of those games where who's got the football last and who's going to score last to win the football game.
Ben Black, you've played in some big football games before, and played for conference championships before, and kind of tell us about experience of playing in a game. Both of you guys have done that. We all three have played in big games. So Ben Black, what's it like to be in a game like this?
Oh, it's just exciting. The nerves are running, and you're just ready to get the game going. Like I was saying earlier, I'm just ready to start the game because the hard part for me is just the anticipation of the football game. And once that first snap happens and, the kickoff is made, the first kickoff, then everything kind of settles back down and you go to playing football. But it's an anxious feeling. It's kind of not really a nervous feeling, but, your nerves are on edge or mine were. I was always excited to play, and it's a tremendous honor to be able to have a chance to play for a conference championship. I mean, like you said, it's just a huge, huge game, huge opportunity for these young men. You know, these are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. But I believe that the Hounds will be prepared and that we will come out and have a solid ball game.
Hayden, big football game.
I mean, the hype is real, obviously, or it wouldn't be built up the way it is. What an opportunity, and I'll go back to Ben, what an opportunity to not only play for a conference championship, but knock off a team that has not been beat by an Arkansas team since 2018. The front runners for the Class 3A state championship this year, obviously, because they have yet to been beat by anybody in our classification in 2 years. I mean, just the opportunity, and the kids have got to live up to it. And the only thing I could say is you just got to play. I mean, don't go out there and try too hard to do things. That's when you start having mistakes and things like that. But just go out and play Greyhound football tonight.
Well, you talk about preparation and how well you prepare, and both clubs prepare, and they know nothing's going to be out of the ordinary tonight. Harding's going to do what they do. Newport's going to do what they do, and you see the toss of the coin. It looked like maybe that Harding might have won the toss. We'd won every toss coming into tonight's ball game, but that's all irrelevant anyway. Harding has won the toss, and they have elected to, I don't know, let's go the other way.
Hounds have won the toss, and
Awesome.
They're going to defer to the second half.
Oh, man, I missed it. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Hounds 9 in a row doing that. Quit laughing at me, guys, doing the best I can do. But talk about preparation. You have to execute the preparation.
100%. I mean, the advantage, I guess you could say it's an advantage having the week off before to prepare. I mean, obviously, Harding, they've looked at us just like we've looked at them all year, but you got to take each and every week, and they had to go play a good Melbourne team last week, so they didn't get to go watch Newport film last week, where we have watched Harding for 14 days now.
Oh, there's no doubt our game plan has been nothing but Harding for the last 14 days. We've lived, breathed, and slept it, and we are going to have a good game plan. We're going to execute our game plan, and I'm confident in these Hounds. I think the senior leadership will show up tonight. You saw 3 leaders there at the center of the field. Those guys right there, they understand the magnitude of this game. They've been in the big games. They have, like I said earlier on our live, we took one off the chin last year at Harding, and some things didn't go our way, but that's just football. We've got a chance to redeem ourselves tonight. The Greyhound fans are fired up, 250 strong over there on the north side of the field. We're excited, and it's a huge ball game for Newport Greyhounds. Could go down in history as one of the greats.
I want to say hello to Mr. Brett Bunch, the head Greyhound, who everybody knows had a real bad heart attack last week, and got him rushed to Unity Health Harris Medical Center and then on to Unity Health down here in Searcy, and got him all fixed up. He's resting comfortably at home. I talked to Cecilia yesterday, and we just want to say hello to them and wish them the very best. We had a lot of prayers for you guys, and glad you guys are doing great. First Community Bank will bring you every football kickoff. Bratcher Real Estate brings you the Greyhound touchdowns. Greenway Equipment Company, the first downs. Merchants and Planters Bank will have the first half recap, and then a Unity Health Harris Medical Center senior salute comes at the half. Bank of England Mortgage Company presents a quick wrap-up of the game, followed by the George Kell Motor Company player of the game, Subway, and the Newport Walmart Coach Mark Hinesley Show. And then each and every week, the Robert Turner Financial Advisor brings you the Greyhound highlights every Tuesday night on Cable 15 TV. And, guys, we're always looking for that one big hit that we're looking for the hit of the week, brought to you by Fathead Pizza. It's one word. It's all caps. It's the best pizza in the country. We're looking for a big hit tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. We've had one every single week except for last week, and that's because we didn't play. I believe that the committee voted to put Hayden Schultz in there on that one last week with a big hit. But we want to thank Fathead for sponsoring that. Josh Nation has it over on the sidelines. You can see the Hound kickoff team getting ready. Coach Benny Reynolds preparing his soldiers for war as he does each and every Friday night. Going to be a great game tonight, guys.
We're hiring correction officers, and we're hiring them now at the McPherson Correction Facility in the Grimes unit. You can call Sierra Dowk at 870-512-2274, or you can call Crystal Runzik at 870-512-2214 for more information. They have a training academy class that's set up, and jobs available in Newport, Arkansas. It pays at $16.51 an hour and a lot of benefits. So get in touch with Sierra and get in touch with Crystal at those phone numbers. We're just about ready to go. And just a quick reminder that the ball game is brought to you by St. Michael's Health and Rehab, located at 1311 North Pecan Street in Newport. Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street. State Farm Insurance, Andrew Roach, agent Andrew Roach. Here's the deal. When you combine that auto and home, you save hundreds of dollars. Contact Andrew Roach. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, 495-2024. Andrew's office is located at 3105 Highway 367 North. We're ready to go. Hayden Schultz with the play-by-play.
We got a First Community Bank kickoff, and DJ Marshall to kick it off deep for the Hounds. Be fielded around the 20-yard line where Harding will set up a return and be brought down around the 38-yard line. So great field position for the Wildcats.
There's a good little return there by Harding. Greyhound defense will take the field, and hopefully we can play as well as we played all year, Hayden.
Jagger Robinson, Abel Robinson, the Robinson twins at the defensive tackles, have Colin Hill and Tyler Johnson at the defensive ends. Jakeevan Davis and C.J. Young at your inside linebackers. And we'll try to name the whole defense momentarily. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Getting the play in from the sideline, trying to go dead call there. Hounds didn't fall for it. Here's the snap fake, that RPO that Harding loves to run so well, and a great tackle right there. No gain on the play. Chris Reynolds there.
Chris Reynolds playing his position well as he does each and every week. Good stop there for no gain for the Wildcats there. 11:40 to go here in the first quarter, and I need to get my graphic up, guys.
How about now, Ben Black? 2nd and 10. Empty backfield for the Wildcats.
Hound defense looks prepared, baby.
Can the Hounds bring pressure with 4? Sight rolling out to his left, looking to throw. Throws it up. He's got a man open, goes up and gets it, and will have enough for a first down right at the 35-yard line. Big play right there for the Wildcats.
Well, that's what you didn't want to see here in the first quarter. Matter of fact, didn't want to see it all tonight, but give those guys credit. They just made a play, got behind our defense, and made a good catch.
Sipe underthrows him, but I believe that's Duggar that goes up and gets it for him, and it'll be a first down for the Wildcats.
Trip set to the top of the screen. We've only got 1-2 guys out there. We're in trouble over there.
Here's the snap, and they're just going to go jet sweep that way. Breaking a tackle, and we'll get down to around the 31-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play.
10:37 to go here in the first quarter.
This is a Harding Academy offense that can move the football through the air. They love the RPO, which is the run-pass option. They get a big gain on first down there.
Empty backfield again, 2nd and 6 from the 31. 10:20 remaining in the first quarter. Harding goes quick. Here's the snap. Sight drops back, looks to throw under pressure. Oh, picked off by Tristan Griffin. Tristan Griffin for the Hounds will pick it off. Went through Chris Reynolds' hands, and a deflection. And Tristan Griffin with the interception, and the Hounds with the momentum here.
Huge play in the football game, Hayden. Harding driving down the field, trying to score. As you mentioned, Chris Reynolds bats the ball and deflects it right into the hands of number 3, Tristan Griffin, and the Hounds will take over at the 22-yard line, 23-yard line in their own territory. Here we go. 10:03 to play.
Snap. We go Davis up the middle. Davis with a little shimmy now tries to get outside. He's going to fight for some extra yards as he'll be up to around the 28-yard line, gain of about 5.
You have to take advantage of the situation right now with them turning the ball over. You need to go down and score. Put together a drive. I don't care if it takes the rest of the first half, but you put together a drive and score right here, guys.
They got to execute.
They go Chris Reynolds tight end the first play. Now you see him at a nub back. It's 2nd and 5 from the 28. Snap. Going Davis on a little counter. Davis puts his foot in the ground. Theron Davis at midfield, and it's a foot race. Theron Davis, 30, 20, and it's going to be brought down inside the 15-yard line, around the 12-yard line, and that's a big go Greenway Equipment Company first down for the Hounds.
Huge first down in the game. Great run by Theron. You saw Chris Reynolds there on the counter making a big block to spring Theron. What a job of execution by the Hounds.
What a play from the Wildcats to not give up there and shoelace tackle Theron Davis, because usually he's gone.
That reminds me of the DK Metcalf tackling Buddha. Well, I can't think of his last name. But what a job of that young man to chase down Theron. That's a hard task to do.
Hounds must capitalize on this great field position.
Nunk now in at the tailback. 1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 13. They go Nunk up the middle. Nunk putting his head down. It'll get inside the 5 to around the 3-yard line, and it'll be another first down, and it should be 1st and goal now for the Hounds.
Good job of running there by Nunk, Jadarius Reed. Just a hard-nosed runner. That guy hits the hole hard and gets what he can get.
They back him up a little, and they say it's going to be 2nd down. Now they go to the first down.
8:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Hounds knocking on the door of the first score of the ball game.
1st and goal from the 3. Up the middle. Nunk is hit in the backfield and be dropped at the 5-yard line. Harding read that one well.
Well, they brought a man in for some pressure and executed it well. Just a good play by Harding. Give those guys credit. 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. We still have no score.
We need a Brancher Real Estate touchdown right here. Take advantage of every opportunity that you can get.
2nd and goal. Long count. Don't fall for. Snap, and we go Nunk up the middle. Is Nunk fighting to get into the end zone, and he's just short right around the 1. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1 now. 7:50 remaining here in the first quarter. The Hounds knocking on the door to get the first score of the night.
Hounds moving to the line quickly here. Junior Eli Alcorn in the ball game.
It looks like they're just going to go heavy set right up the middle and test them. As they go QB sneak, and he's got to be in the end zone. Waiting for a signal is DJ Marshall. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Touchdown, Newport Greyhounds. What a play call there. Just line it up and just say, stop us, guys.
Put some big bodies in the backfield right there and get a good push and a touchdown for the Hounds, leading 6-0 as we wait the extra point.
Hounds go 78 yards, capped off by a 1-yard run. The big play by Theron Davis.
Well, we go back to this the first possession on defense with the interception from Tristan Griffin. Like you said, David, you just got to capitalize on those moments, and you cannot afford to not score in that situation, and the Hounds do a great job there.
Tristan Griffin, I've been saying it all year, as we await the extra point from Colin Hill, is up and good. Hounds leading 7-0. Tristan Griffin is a guy on this team that gets a little overlooked as far as he's not going to get as many touches as Isaiah, and he's not going to get the touches that Theron gets, but he's a guy that you have on this team who's a glue guy. He's a guy who does his role and does his job exceptionally well, and the big interception, and then you talk about Theron Davis just marching down the field with the big run to set up the Hounds for the opening touchdown of the game.
Well, I think that the Hounds have executed very well on that drive, and you just got to take advantage of those opportunities that you get throughout a ball game, because there's only a handful of those opportunities that you're going to get in a ball game like this. Hounds do a great job there, go up 7-0 over the Harding Wildcats.
Hounds covered 78 yards of Brancher Real Estate for a Brancher Real Estate touchdown. BrancherOneRealEstate.com.
First Community Bank kickoff. Go see him at 2525 Malcom in Newport, Arkansas. Will be fielded around the 25 for the Wildcats. Trying to get outside, and there's a big lick right there by Kylan Ellis. Nice. Boy, these Hounds are fired up,
The Hounds are fired up. It's a great stop there by Ellis on the kickoff team. Ellis a great cover man. Just has all year long just been the guy that kind of like you're talking about Tristan Griffin, just one of those glue guys. You know, you don't hear his name called a lot, doesn't carry the ball a lot, but man, when he makes a plays, it's big time for the Hounds. 7:25 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 7-0 as Harding will take over around the 28-yard line.
Started their first drive at the 38. Now they're going to start this drive at their 28. Going to go power set here and hand the football off and see if that'll work for them.
Got a timeout here for the Wildcats. Stopping at 7:25 remaining in the first quarter. Hounds still leading 7-0.
El Puente Mexican Restaurant, the best Mexican food in the world. You can dine in or call your order in and drive through. Pick it up. Lunch specials every day at El Puente Mexican Restaurant. WRMC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, board certified providers at WRMC Orthopedic Clinic, offering the latest in orthopedic services, including joint replacement surgery, sports medicine, osteoporosis care, and robotic assisted joint replacements. You can get appointments with Dr. J.D. Allen, Jeff Angel, Dylan Carpenter, or Wes Greer, APRN's Chad Grady, and Josh McIntosh by calling 870-793-2371. 7:25 to play here in the first quarter. Hounds up 7.
Harding got everybody in tight.
Here's the snap and going outside with a little sweep play and a gain of about 5 on it.
Darren Davis makes the tackle there. Good job staying home and coming up and making a solo tackle. 7:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Clock continues to move.
2nd and 5 now for the Wildcats. Right around the 33.
Watch the shot here, Hayden.
They've got trips down here at the bottom. We're 3-on-1. Snap, fake, quarterback keeps underneath. It's brought down for a loss. Tyler Johnson in the backfield.
Tyler Johnson along with Jagger Robinson. Abel Robinson bringing some pressure. Maybe Jakeevan Davis in there. Just a great job by the Hound defense to bring pressure there. I don't know how many times that guy's been brought down in the backfield this year, or last year for that matter. But I bet you can go back and look, and I bet you he hadn't been sacked too many times.
Empty backfield for Sipe on 3rd down and 6 here from the 32. Trips to the bottom. Here's the snap. Sipe rolling out to his left. He's going to throw the bomb up and played well by Colin Ellis, but comes up with it's a Wildcat around the 30-yard line. Inside the 30 to the 29, and once again the big play capabilities of the Wildcats.
6:15 to go here in the first quarter. Huge play right there by the Harding Wildcat offense. Just once again got behind our defensive backs.
Snap. They're going to go quick as a handoff. Weak side and be brought down. Jakeevan Davis, also Colin Ellis. Gain of about 7.
Clock under 6 minutes to go.
First quarter, Hounds up 7-0. You see that on your screen.
Off the 23-yard line. 2nd and a long 3, short 4. Snap, fake. Quarterback keeps it. Hitting the backfield for another sack. Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Johnson, a young man coming in the ball game. Oh, got some extracurricular out here. Back to Johnson there. You knew coming in, I said it all week, it's going to boil down to senior leadership, and Tyler Johnson has been just an excellent leader, even as a junior. You can just see his teammates respect him. He understands the ball game. Just a great young man off the field, but a tremendous football player, no doubt about it. 5:10 to go here in the first quarter.
It's a big 3rd and 7 here for the Wildcats. They're going backwards. Motion to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. Sipe going to look to throw, but we have a flag on the play. I got to lean in forward as he went in motion.
Abel Robinson down here just battling his man toe-to-toe.
It's going to be a false start against the Wildcats, and Jeremy Jarrett will check into the ball game. Get Abel a quick breather on the sideline.
Good little breather. Bring up 3rd down and 12 here. The ball is on the 31-yard line. Clock just under 5 minutes and continues to move here in the first quarter.
Is Harding going to take a shot here on 3rd down and 12? Or are they just going to try to be content on something short and then run another play? Here's the snap. Sipe was the guy in motion, now troubled as he's hit, and it's batted away. And what pressure again from the Hound defense. Jakeevan Davis, also Chris Reynolds in there to knock that pass away, and Harding go for it. They've got the leg to kick the field goal, I think.
And that's what they'll do. They bring on their kicking team.
You got to watch the fake, but this kid is very capable of hitting it from 50 yards. It'll be a little less than that.
Clock stops at 4:34 to go here in the first quarter.
From the 38, this will be a 48-yard field goal attempt.
from the 31. Be a 48 field goal. Kick is up, and it's right down Broadway.
Hey, give the guy credit. Great kick. Hounds held him out of the end zone there for the touch, but going to give up 3. 4:28 remaining. Hounds lead 7-3 over Harding. I'll take it all night, guys. Score for a field goal all night long.
Well, I think that's a win for the Newport defense to make those guys kick right there, and that's an awesome job. We saw this guy trying 50-yard field goals to 55-yard field goals to start the game. We knew he could hit from there. He's very, very good at that. But for safe banking, Merchants and Planters Bank offering offices in several locations in northeast and north central Arkansas, including 2 locations right here in Newport. We have latest technologies in the banking industry, and you can pay with your Visa debit card, or now pay with your phone or your watch. For details, call Merchants and Planters Bank at 870-523-3601, member FDIC. NEDC, downtown Newport, reminding you of all the great things that those guys have got going on down there. John Chadwell and all his crew do a marvelous job of attracting folks, keeping industry jobs available. 523-1009 if you need information about NEDC.
Hound defense not giving up the touchdown there. Like David Black said, that's a victory for the Hound defense there.
We'll give up 3 instead of 7 for sure. A little pooch kick. Fielded around the 20-yard line's Griffin. He's going backwards as Griffin will be brought down around the 19-yard line, and the pooch kick works well for the Wildcats.
Well, just excellent coverage by those guys. Great little kick there.
Well, you kick it in between the deep guy and the first up back, and you make the up back come back. And it's not far enough that the deep guy can come up and get, and then he's going backwards as he catches the ball. And so that's just good coaching on their part. Just Hounds have 81 yards to go here. Let's get it.
Weston, Henderson, Brady Cook, Jagger Robinson, Jacob Osher, and Abel Robinson, that offensive line for the Hounds. As we go Davis up the middle, hitting the backfield, now trying to get outside is Davis. Is going to be pushed out of bounds for a loss of 1 on the play. But Harding, you can see that box is starting to tighten up a lot from the first drive the Hounds had. They have to respect the run, Ben.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just a lethal run game from the Hounds here. Several guys that could, potential to score, go score with it anytime they touch the rock.
Isaiah is matched up. Single coverage on the outside, 6'5" against 5'9". Would probably draw double coverage from the safety.
Here's the snap as Marshall looks to throw under pressure. Gets it to Kendall as Kendall fights. And he'll get to the 27-yard line. 3rd down and a couple.
4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Hounds got it 3rd down and 3 on their own 19.
And these are the plays the preparation that you have to execute and get yourself a couple of yards and maintain possession of the ball.
From the 27-yard line. Snap, little toss play to Davis. He sticks his head down. He's going to be short of a 1st down. We'll have to wait for an official spot. It's going to be very, very, very close. They might even measure. And they don't. They say 4th down. Now what do you do as a...
Well, it's a huge gamble if you go for it and don't make it, but if you... And I think that's the right call to punt the football here.
Your defense has shown early that they can get the stops when needed. So trust your defense here. As Harding doesn't have a man back deep. So we got an official timeout.
Reset the 25-second clock.
.250 remaining here in the ball game. Hounds lead at 7-3 over Harding.
First quarter play as Marshall is going to... So we have a flag, and it's going to be on the Hounds. Be a false start penalty.
Somebody flinched in the line of scrimmage.
Now Harding's going to try to get somebody back deep to return this. Good snap from Will Keedy as Marshall boots it away, and they're going to let it hit. And it's going to take a bounce rolling the other way. It'll be marked around the 43-yard line, so 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from there.
Hound offense couldn't make it happen that drive. We just got to go back to the drawing board here on defense and continue to play that Greyhound football like we love to see out of Coach Mark Hinsley's defense.
Sonic drive-in in Newport. Our priority is a lot about great service and great food at the Sonic in Newport.
Empty backfield again for the Wildcats. Trips to the top of your screen. Motion now, quad set. Sipe looks to throw. Still under pressure. Looks to throw. We got a flag back here in the area of holding. It throws it up, and it is going to be caught around the 33-yard line. No, they said it was incomplete.
I believe Abel Robinson was being held on that play there.
The flag's at the 34-yard line, so the penalty would come from where the flag is, I believe. And that's a huge, huge flag against Harding Academy from the 34 back to the 24.
Abel Robinson, much man to have to block over there on that side. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
I will say this, they had a man, it was the guy that caught the ball was 10 yards behind us in the secondary and just went that way because of the scramble by Sipe.
Jaden Godare in at defensive end here for the Hounds. Empty backfield again for Sipe. 1st down and about 30 to go. Sipe looking to throw underneath and just through his man's hands and comes up incomplete.
Chris Reynolds there on the defensive side of the ball. Thought he might have a chance for a pick there. Clock will stop at 2:06 here in the first quarter.
2nd down and how many, guys? 30?
Greenbrier.
Empty backfield, looking to throw. Got some time, got a man over the middle, sticks his foot in the ground, will be brought down around the 47-yard line, so a good chunk there.
That's Duggar, and he's a dandy.
Oh, what a playmaker he is. Clock at 1:50 and rolling here in the first quarter.
3rd down and a long 6. Can the Hound front 4 apply a little pressure on Sipe here?
Sipe dropping back, looking to throw. He's got time, got a man open, and it's going to be caught and enough for a 1st down. Down to the 43-yard line.
Great execution by the Wildcats there. Give those guys credit. Abel Robinson in the backfield applying the pressure. Sipe just does a great job of completing the pass.
These guys all state for a reason. Now they'll go to the handoff. Weak side tackle from behind is Abel Robinson, gain of about 5.
1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Clock will continue to move.
Snap. Handoff again up the middle, hit. And once again tackled by the big man up front, Abel Robinson, who got his helmet knocked off. So he'll have to go out for a play.
He's battling against a guy in there that's about 275, 280 pounds, maybe bigger than that, and it's just a big chore for him for the sophomore.
3rd down and 2 here.
We knew they were good up front.
As they go handoff and hit in the backfield by Jagger Robinson. A big, big play right there for the Hound defense. And it's going to bring up 4th down at about 4.
Clock under 30 seconds now here in the first quarter.
And they look to go for it. They're not content with 3 here.
Right from there, it's a 55-yard attempt. They're going to let the 25, I think they're going to let the game clock run out maybe. No, they're going to run a play here.
On 4th down, Wildcats. Sight rolling out. He's just going to keep it and have the first down. And pushed out of bounds, Theron Davis. And it pays off for the Wildcats. Well, you've had them in a lot of situations you like, Ben Black. You had them first down at about 30. Then you have them 4th and 3, and that's going to end the first quarter. But at the end of the day, the Hounds lead 7-3 here over Harding.
Yeah, you've got them in some situations that you like your odds in, Hayden, from a defensive standpoint. And I think as long as we just keep putting them in those situations, the Hounds will prevail.
M&P Insurance Services is dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Our local agents work with numerous insurance companies to be able to provide you with the absolute best coverage at rates that meet your budget. Let us provide you and your family with affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance at 105 Laurel Street, downtown Newport. M&P Insurance Services. Guys, you look at this game coming in, and you go 7-3 at the end of one quarter, and you go, well, probably not, but that's where we are, and it's just, the defenses have played well.
Well, you coming in and you don't know. There's two high-octane offenses on the field, and also you got two great defenses, so you never know how this thing's going to pan out. But so far it's been a defensive battle. Hounds on top here 7-3. As we start the second quarter.
White River Area Agency on Aging, covering a 10-county area with locations in Newport at 1200 Highway 367 North in Newport. Senior Care in Newport. If you need our services or know of someone who does, give us a call at 870-523-4982.
1st and 10 from the 32. A little reverse here. Trying to get outside C.J. Young along with Theron Davis to bring him down inside the 30 to around the 29-yard line. Gain of about 3.
11:53, clock stops as Duggar runs out of bounds there. Harding looking to the sideline for the play. They've got the play call. They're to the line of scrimmage.
Empty backfield.
Sight not the quarterback.
In motion. Miller keeps it himself on the ground, fighting inside the 25, and will be brought down inside the 25-yard line by Colin Hill.
Great job of defense there by Hill.
Backside defensive end.
11:30 remaining here in the second quarter.
3rd and a couple here. Harding maybe take a shot here and then come back to it on 4th down. You never know. The snap up the middle, tripped up, but believe he has enough for the first down. Close to the 21.
Just got to bow you back here if you're the Newport defense and hold them to 3, or at least an opportunity for those guys to try for 3. Big, strong offensive line for this Harding team, and you can tell that they're already wearing on that front 4 of the Hounds. Can the Hounds come up with some big plays here?
Motion to the top. Here's the snap. They go handoff up the middle. Chris Reynolds along with Jakeevan Davis in on the tackle. Inside the 20 to around the 17-yard line.
10:39 remaining here in the second quarter as the clock continues to move.
Both these teams averaging over 40 points per game.
And a 2nd and 5 here.
In the red zone.
Snap, Sight rolling out to his left, looking to throw. He's got time in the back of the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Just a great throw and catch there by the Wildcats. As they'll
take the lead here 9-7 momentarily until we wait the extra point. Good snap, hold, kick. and is good. And the Wildcats getting their first lead of the contest here, 10-7 over the Hounds.
Just a great job of execution by those guys. It's a quality football team in Harding, guys. As we said earlier, have not lost to an Arkansas team since 2018, and got on a roll there on that drive. Hounds are going to have to go back to the drawing board and make it happen on offense.
Well, they overcame the big holding penalty that set them up in a 1st and 30, and it didn't faze them any at all, and they come back and they convert there, and then they just kind of let the ground game take care of itself and pounding the ball. And that was a play that Sipe was rolling to his left. He just had a lot of time to, the flow was left and the flow was left, and they just had guys in the secondary who just got loose and got open, and give those guys credit for an awesome play. Hound needs to have a little offense right here. Here we go, Hound Dogs.
10:15 remaining here in the second quarter.
We'll talk a little bit about C&M Ag Depot here momentarily after the First Community Bank kickoff.
Darren Davis and Kylan Krapp back deep for the Hounds. The kickoff is going to be a high kick. Kylan Ellis fields it around the 21. Kylan getting outside and getting to around the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
Good positive return there by Ellis. 10 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Hounds will take over around the 30-yard line.
Get him up to the 31. First and 10 for the Hounds from the 31. Snap is to Davis. Davis gets outside. Davis up to the 35 and pushed out of bounds to the 37-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play.
Pretty good first down play there. Good positive yardage.
Just got to put together a good drive here if you're the Greyhounds.
Preparation and execution of the preparation.
Isaiah Kendall down here at the bottom of your screen. Looks like he's going to draw man coverage.
Trips to the top of your screen, Griffin, Alcorn, and Reynolds. Like Ben said, Kendall down by himself as they go to Kendall on the curl route. As Kendall cuts across field, and Kendall is still on his feet across midfield. Kendall to the 30 and pushed out of bounds inside the 30 to around the 25-yard line. There's a big play from Isaiah Kendall.
Huge play in the football game there. Kendall, just a great athlete. We've got a flag on the field.
A block in the back.
Wow.
Holding call. Hard to overcome those kind of things, guys, in games of this magnitude. 9:53 to go. Hounds will be moved back into their own territory.
Well, away from the ball. I mean, the play came to this side, and you got to overcome.
Got to overcome. You knew coming in this game it was going to be a dogfight, and you're going to have to overcome some obstacles.
You've got to generate yourself some first downs and keep the football away from this Harding offense.
I agree, David Black.
Second down and 10.
You got Alcorn, Kendall, and Reynolds at the bottom of your screen, and trips.
Snap, and we go Davis, and Davis tries to get outside and fights and gets maybe 1 on the play.
9:33 remaining here in the second quarter.
Hounds run short side of the field there and boxed up inside, and Theron had to break it out to the outside. Not a lot of running room there. Now 3rd down and 9. Hounds have got to come up with a big play here. 9:33. Clock stopped.
Here's the snap. Marshall looks to throw. Got Reynolds over the middle. And it'll be brought down around the 37, and we'll have to bring the punt team on.
Well, he stopped well of the short down, and Chris was probably just an outlet there, trying to go outside first. Give Harding credit. They hold the Hounds again, and the Hounds will have to punt.
Good snap. Marshall punts it away. He's got to take a better bounce, and so he gets inside the 35 and will be marked at the 33-yard line for the Wildcats.
C&M Ag Depot at 2900 Highway 367 North Bend in Newport. They offer a wide variety of lots of things.
Yeah, I was out there today. Noticed they had loading up a couple of those muddy blinds. Those things are state-of-the-art deer hunting blinds. You can put them up on pedestals and use them as box blinds. You can use them as ground blinds, but it'll get you out of the elements and put your little heater in there. They're extremely nice hunting blinds, but all kinds of deer hunting equipment along with tools and other things.
Hand off, weak side, and he breaks a tackle, and it'll be brought down close to the 40. Well, their offensive line getting the second level there.
Yeah, when they do that, they're good.
8:33. Clock continues to move here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 10-7 to the Wildcats.
Trips to the top of your screen. Snap, and they go handoff up the middle. Jakeevan Davis is there. Gain of 1, maybe 2.
We're looking for a Fathead Pizza one-word all-caps hit of the week. May have been one there. 3rd down and 2, and these guys have been real good in this department, guys. Come on, defense. Big stop right here.
Need a huge stop here. It's a big play in the ball game. 7:58. Clock continues to move here in the second quarter.
3rd and a couple. See what the Wildcats do here. Snap. They go handoff, hit in the backfield, and he's going to fight. And we'll have enough for the first down.
Adams stopped for a no gain, but enough second effort by those guys gives Harding a first down with 7:38 to play here in the first half.
Just got to keep plugging, guys. You just got to keep trying to stop them and put yourself in a position to win the ball game.
Empty backfield again for Sipe. And they're going to have a false start. He left a little early.
Take everything we can get here at Harding. 7:24 on the clock here in the first half.
Yeah, it's just great to be, at a championship caliber football game and two teams battling hard, and, back and forth. The Hounds get on top early, and then Harding comes back with 10 in a row and with the football.
1st and 15. Sipe looking to throw. He's got the underneath route. Played well, Tristan Griffin. First there and fights and gets some extra. Jakeevan Davis along with Tristan Griffin in on the tackle. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Harding goes quickly, as do the Greyhounds.
They get 8 up to the 46-yard line.
2nd down and 8 here. Clock moving, 6:45 to play in the half.
Snap, Sipe rolling out to his right, looking to throw under pressure, and he's just got to throw this thing away.
Wise move by the veteran quarterback there when he's under pressure. Clock will stop at 6:37 to go here in the first half.
Sipe kind of reminds you, and David said this, of a Matt Jones type, a guy who, when he runs, it just doesn't look like he's running very fast, but
you can't catch him.
Deceptive.
Deceptive, that's the word.
Guys, this is 3rd and 8. This is a possession down here. If you can maybe force an incomplete pass, and if they get to where they're in 4th and 3 and 4, they're going for it.
Sipe drops back under pressure. He's going to throw it deep and played well, and going to be pass interference against Jadarius Reed. Jadarius, they jumped just a little early there.
Well, again, and you saw it on the screen, when they get behind you, bad things are going to happen for you. And that'll be a 15-yard penalty. They'll bring it back to the line of scrimmage and mark it off from the 47. Down to the 38. .39-yard line.
Things seem to be going in the favor of the Harding Academy Wildcats at the moment. Hounds need to put together a stop right here. 6:29 remaining in the first half.
They just got to keep playing.
Keep plugging and keep playing. This is a quality football team defending state championships in the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Clock stops because of the penalty. 6:29 to play in the half.
Play clock under 3, and they get it off. Sipe.
They tackle our guy.
Under pressure. It's going to be sacked. Jakeevan Davis.
Big time play there by Davis. Sacking Sipe in the backfield.
You got to take advantage of it, though, Ben Black. These guys have been behind the chains all night getting the big plays, but they get the big play after.
You got to find a way, Hayden. I know you're tired, and I know it. Those guys are darn good on the offensive side of the ball, but you just got to find a way to come up with a stop here.
2nd and 25 or so.
They are most dangerous when Sipe can roll and receivers can just keep running when they get off their route into a secondary route.
We've got a timeout for the Wildcats.
5:41 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 10-7 to Harding Academy Wildcats.
To Chicks Florist and More, your headquarters for fresh floral arrangements. A lot of things for the fall. Lots of gifts for Christmas. Tons of fall decor, birthday gifts, and just if you want to just get something just for your best friend, do so at Two Chicks Florist and More. They're located at 1014 Malcom Avenue. You can call 870-523-3514. Farmers Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the road. If you need tires, we've got them. Tires for cars, trucks, tractors, trailers, ATVs, lawnmowers, and much more. Our auto services include fixing tires, the flats, oil changes, tire rotations, tire alignment, front end work, where the rubber meets the road. Farmers Tire Mart. Norman Baker Pharmacy, located at 2200 Malcom Avenue in Newport, providing experience in filling your prescription needs at Norman Baker Pharmacy, 523-9472. M&P Bank will bring you the halftime report. We'll have a couple other reports. Unity Health Harris Medical Center, Bank of England Mortgage Company will wrap up at the end of the football game.
Here comes motion to the bottom. Snap, sight, rolling out. Under pressure, has got a man open. It'll be brought down around the 41-yard line. The sight was hit from Jakeevan Davis.
Just got to keep putting pressure on that guy, keep forcing throws, and maybe we can come up with another pick, as we saw on the first drive.
They got 12 there, and it'll be 3rd down at about 11.
And another big 3rd down right here. If you could force them into a 4th down situation to make them make a decision. Well, it's a good bunch. So are the Greyhounds.
Looks to throw under pressure again as Sipe, and he rolls out and gets out of bounds right around the 36-yard line. So the Wildcats go forward here on 4th down at about 7.
I think there's no doubt they're going to go.
Well, you don't want to give them any cheap ones here. You want to watch the football and make them earn every inch of it. 5:02 remaining here in the first half.
And I'm not so sure they're not going to go down the field.
They look to gamble, and Sipe rolling out to his left. Throws it across, and it's going to be caught inside the 30-yard line, and it'll be close to a 1st down. I don't know if he got it. Hounds are saying no. Harding saying yes.
Boy, big spot. Regardless of what happens, it's a tremendous spot for whichever team. This one, they bring the chains out. Kenny Fletcher's going to get the correct measurement here, Ben.
Oh, you got to be precise when you're surveying property, and surveying farms and pivot systems, and that's exactly what these chains are for. They're going to get it precise, and they're going to get it right according to the spot.
He got it. I think he got it. That's about as close as it gets. I mean, this is this is down to tenths of inches.
Well, this is a huge decision in this football game.
Either way, you're going to make half the fans here not very happy. First down, Wildcats.
Football's a game of inches, and just what a momentum play there for those guys to convert on 4th and 7. 4:53 remaining here in the first half. Harding gets a fresh set of downs. Just got to go back to work, guys. Nothing easy here tonight.
So close, and the Hounds want to call a timeout. Sam's Diner open 5 days a week for breakfast and lunch. Downtown Newport, hot, made-to-order traditional breakfast at Sam's Diner. We talked about Fletcher land surveying, precise and being accurate. And that boy, that official, he looked at it and he looked at it and he looked at it and he kept looking at it. And anyway, it didn't go the Hounds' way, but Unity Health Harris Medical Center is your community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care. We believe in the power of the people to create great care. With more than 250 healthcare professionals strong, and we work hard every day to be a good place of healing, caring, and connection for patients and families in the community we call home. Newport, Arkansas, Unity Health Harris Medical Center says go Greyhounds. Guys, you can't get any closer than that one, and it's just a decision that had to be made, and it could have gone either way, and it just went Harding's way on that one.
Well, it's just a game of inches, David Black. Every inch counts, and that's those extra efforts after the play, and just nothing you can do there. We just got to line up and stop them here.
Maybe we should have had Cha-Cha do the measurement.
I think Cha-Cha would have been a little more precise.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Inside the 30-yard line. Yeah, I think this is when they go to Miller. Snap, and they do. Breaks a tackle. Chris Reynolds in on the tackle. Getting to the 25-yard line, gain of about 4 on first down.
4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Hound defense battling.
Hounds scored on their first offensive possession after an interception. And Harding has tallied 10 in a row, looking for more.
They go Miller up the middle again as he's going to fight and will be brought down to the 20.
He's a load.
Just a quality football team in the Harding Academy Wildcats. 3 minutes, 57 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3rd and 1.
They go him again, and he's hit. A good lick there, C.J. Young, but we'll have enough for the first down inside the red zone.
Well, you have to make a stop here. You got to hold them to 3. I mean, it's not imperative that you don't hold them to 3, but you sure like your chances better if you could.
First and 10 from the 18. Here's the snap. Sight rolling out to his right. And we've got a flag, and he's just going to throw it away, and smart move by Sipe.
Thrown in the area of holding.
These guys have overcome every penalty thrown at them tonight, and the Hounds have not. It's going to be a face mask penalty.
Those kind of penalties happen when you're in those trenches and you're battling and you're giving all you got. Those are just effort penalties, but I'll take it. 3:19 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds need a big stop here.
Yeah, you need a stop, period, yes.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
First and a lot longer than 10.
Excuse me. First and 28. Throws to the sideline, and good play right there. Kylan Ellis in on the tackle for the Hounds.
Hounds are getting some pressure. They're making Sipe throw the football a little bit quicker than he wanted to, but still completing passes.
As Hayden said, there's a reason that young man's All-State. Just a great quarterback, great player. But we just got to keep coming with the pressure. 3:12 remaining here in the first half.
Maybe 5 yards on the reception. It's still second down and 25 yards maybe. Snap, sight, under pressure, throws it, and it's going to come up incomplete. Now brings up a big third down here.
Well, these next two plays are going to have a huge determination on who wins this football game right here, guys.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Right here is the drive.
Janet Hagewood says we need some pressure, and I agree. Bring it on. We're standing in the booth. They have to go to the 9 from the 34.
Looks to throw. Throws it.
And it's off.
No. I thought Chris Reynolds picked it off and just threw his hands. It's going to bring up fourth down. And do you punt?
They're calling for the punt team here.
Well, you got, 25 yards to go, and I think it's a good call. And y'all talked about before the game, these guys punting in to the corners. I don't think you'll see a fake here.
But you never know. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Looks like Davis back to receive the punt.
You got to field the punt.
Low snap. And it's going to punt it away, and a high booming punt. And it's going to take the hop they want it to. And the Hounds will have the ball right around the 2-yard line.
Hey, nothing's easy about this ball game tonight, guys. You're going to have to just absolutely win it. 2:49 to go.
Well, we're at the 2, but the most important thing, we thought their punter could do that, but we're glad their punter was in the game.
That's exactly right.
Great
David
job by the Hound defense.
Hound defense comes up with a huge stop there. Harding leading in the ball game 10-7, as you see at the bottom of your screen. Hound offense will take over on the 2.
Hounds still have 2 timeouts remaining, and maybe try to bust one.
Hounds wouldn't go 98 here, would they?
I think they got him at the 3, maybe the 4 now. So we go up the middle to Ballantyne, and he hurdles a man and gets to the 8-yard line, up to the 8, gain of about 5.
Ballantyne runs the ball extremely hard. Love the way that young man runs the football. 2:38, clock continues to move here in the second quarter.
Come on, Jamel, bust that thing out of there, baby. Bust that thing out of there.
Boy, he runs so hard. As Davis coming in motion. Marshall, under pressure, flicks it out to Griffin. Spin move, and Griffin will be out of bounds around the 20-yard line.
Good job by Griffin using his head there to get out of bounds, and the clock will stop at 2:18.
I think the play was designed to come to this way, and DJ made a decision. He said, that doesn't look right. I'm going the other way. He went to the outlet coming out and made a great throw, had a sidearm throw, but the Hounds moving the football here with 2:18 to play in the half.
Another Gold Greenway Equipment Company first down for the Hounds.
Davis in motion to the top. Marshall looking to throw. Under pressure, still got time. As he floats one up to Chris Reynolds. Chris coming back to get it. And we're going to get a pass interference call.
Got to look at the ball. I would assume that's the same as it is in college, as it is in high school.
No face guarding.
We'll see what they hash out.
Come back to the line of scrimmage and mark off 15. As blind as I am, I never saw a flag.
Well, I've got what I would consider pretty good vision, and I never saw the flag either. 2:08, clock stops on the count of the penalty.
And the ball up to the 33-yard line. Hayden, got a couple of minutes here.
You still got some time. You don't want to force anything right away early. But if you can get a touchdown here, it's tremendous for the Hounds. It's Nunk in at the tailback. And that's who we go, is Nunk trying to get outside and the stiff arm, and he'll be brought down for a loss.
Clock under 2 minutes and continuing to roll here.
Hounds have had trouble trying to hit the ball inside and then going outside.
Had some success throwing the football. We'll see if we'll do it here on second down and about 12. As Marshall looks to throw, and it's hit in the backfield and will come up incomplete.
Clock will stop at 1:38 to go here in the first half.
Now you've got decisions to make.
I think you still try to draw up your best play to get 12 yards here, David. I don't think you run it and wait for a punt and hope those guys don't score again. Marshall rolling out, looks, and has Davis, and just through Davis's hands.
He was there, and he had an opportunity to catch the football and couldn't corral it. It was a great route and a great throw, and Theron just couldn't handle it.
Clock stops at 1:32.
He would have been short of a first down, I believe, anyway. So the Hounds will have to punt back to Harding.
Keedy once again with a good snap. Marshall, high punt, hits, and doesn't take the bounce we want it to. We got to get on it. And it'll be marked at the 44-yard line. So,
1:24 remaining.
Harding still has one timeout. See if they take their chance to go to the end zone.
Well, they will for sure.
In the battle of some defenses here. And we got a flag, and they had the guy out wide open.
Hideout play. And they had a touchdown.
Huge break for the Hounds there.
That's a big break for the Hounds.
Oh, man. You talking
they had
about
a
a completely different ball game.
I like the play call there, a little hideout.
Well, you can do that when you don't go to the huddle. Duggar just stayed here on the sideline, lined up on the football, and
it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Wildcats. Sight under pressure, running, and will get out of bounds to around the 45.
great coverage in the secondary by the Hounds. Sipe had no one to throw it to. 1:14 remaining. They still have that timeout that Hayden alluded to. 2nd down and 7 coming up. What a football game.
What a game. 1:14 remaining here in the second quarter. Hounds need a big stop here.
Sight drops back, looks to throw, throws it over the middle, and has a guy there, and just through his hands as Kylan Ellis hits to break it up.
3rd down and 7 coming. Well, they catch that ball there, and that's a guaranteed 3. No guarantees, really. Come on, Hounds. How about a pick right here? How about a pick 6 right here, guys? One minute, 8 seconds to play. Clock stops, obviously, because of the incompletion.
On 3rd down and 7. Sight looks to throw and a little good pitch and catch to the 45, and we'll have enough for a 1st down.
He says roll it, and the clock is rolling. Quad set to the bottom of the screen.
Sipe likes the one-on-one matchup, and he throws it up and is going to get the catch and cannot stay on his feet. But we have a flag here across the sideline to the Newport sideline. As he's brought down around the 12-yard line.
Where's the flag? I don't see it.
It's on the sideline. Might be a sideline warning.
45 seconds remain.
Well, they did quad set our side, and then one guy at the top, sideline warning, and Harding's set up for a huge, huge opportunity here. He just went one-on-one and made a play. Can the Hounds hold them to 3 here? Ball at the 6.
1st and goal. Sight, quarterback Keat, sticks his head down and is going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a turn of events here, guys. It's just what these guys do.
They're a great football team, and 26 seconds remaining. Harding goes up 16-9 over the Hounds. 16-7 over the Hounds.
As we await the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, good. 17-7, Harding leads.
These guys just make plays when they have to make plays, fellas. You just got to give them credit. 17-7, and the Hounds will get the football to start the second half, but they also have 27 seconds here to do something with. You can't do a lot with 27 seconds, and I would assume that these guys would kick short. That's why these guys are the defending state champions. They just make critical plays with their backs against the wall. We got to keep plugging and keep playing. A lot of football to be played. Can the Hounds have something happen here positive?
As they will elect to kick it. Kylan Kreit's going to pick it up around the 20. Kylan Kreit still on his feet and gets across the 35. Man, he had one man to beat.
Young man runs the football extremely hard. Every time I've seen him catch the ball, he just turns on the burners. 22 seconds remain. Harding leads at 17-7 over the Greyhounds. Hounds got to have some positives here, as we will get the ball at halftime, after half.
Couple of touchdowns for these guys, plus a field goal. Hounds with a touchdown on their first drive of the night, and Harding's defense has played exceptionally well since then.
Hounds still have those 2 timeouts, David. Looks like we're going to maybe take a shot. It's Marshall rolling out to his right. Marshall under pressure and will be out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. .15 seconds remaining on the clock. Clock stops
with Marshall running out of bounds there. Been a great ball game thus far.
Well, we knew it'd be a hard-fought contest, and we knew we'd be in for a battle, and we've got a half and 15 seconds to see if we can turn this thing around. We're still right in a football game at 17-7.
Marshall throws the screen pass to Griffin. As Griffin fights and will have enough for a first down. Hounds more than likely will call the timeout.
7.7, that means you get at least a play. Griffin comes up kind of lame.
Well, maybe a quick play here out of bounds and then a heave to the end zone.
Let me tell you what, there'll be no quitting these Newport Greyhounds.
No, sir. We'll play to the very end. 7 seconds remaining. What are you drawing up here, Hayden?
I run an out play, something quick, maybe with Davis. Get him out of bounds across midfield to inside the 45-yard line, and I take one heave at the end zone. It's a lot to ask a kid to throw it 70 yards once he drops back and
been under a little pressure.
Yards. So as Harding is in a cover 5 as they look to throw, and we're going to throw it out to Davis. Davis goes down, and the Hounds will call a timeout with 1 second left and now have one heave.
Hounds take their last timeout, obviously. 1 second to go, one play left. I've seen stranger things happen, guys. We thank everybody who's joined us here on Cable 15 TV, Facebook Live, and watching a classic football game with two great football teams, and both these teams will have opportunities to get in the playoffs and make a run. The winner of this football game gets a bye in the first round and would play all 3 rounds at home before the championship game. Eli Alcorn in the football game.
5 wide. You know we're going to try to sling it here as Davis comes in motion. And a little pitch back, throw back to Reynolds as Chris gets leveled and throws it up. But we do have a flag back here. Chris got leveled.
We'll check out the laundry. If it's on the defense, we'll get one more play. If it's on the offense, the half is over.
An eligible receiver downfield, and that's going to end the half. Harding leads here 17-7 over the Greyhounds.
Well, and what we'll do now is we'll have a little report, a little halftime report coming up. First half for Safe Banking, Merchants and Planters Bank, offices in several locations in northeast and north central Arkansas. It will be the Merchants and Planters Bank halftime report. Merchants and Planters Bank brings you the halftime recap, and guys, it's not where the Hounds wanted to be at halftime. It's 17-7. They started with a 7-0 lead early, and then with 7:30 to play in the first quarter, and then Harding Academy 17 unanswered points. Hayden, what the Hounds got to do in the second half?
Well, defense has got to step up. Obviously, I think got a little winded there at the defensive line. Wasn't getting enough pressure on Sipe. If you give that young man time to throw, he's obviously going to find an open receiver. They're doing a very good job of rolling him out to where he's not under a lot of pressure. He's got time to throw. The Hounds just got to keep plugging on the offensive end. Obviously, we ran the football very well on the first drive, and we've just got to continue to get the positive plays on the run. Harding has really stacked the box and kind of took the run away from us. So we might have to throw some deeper balls and get the ball downfield in the second half. But the Hounds get the ball to start the second half. So, I mean, don't go away, folks. It's only a 10-point game here at Harding Academy.
17-7. Ben Black, thoughts in the first half?
Well, just things aren't going our way, but we played a good half of football. We just got to continue to plug, stick to the game plan, and go in and make our adjustments at half, come out and get it done.
Unity Health Harris Medical Center brings you the halftime report right here. This is a great highlight that we put together of the late, great Steve Rucker.
Jonesboro defense has really taken control of the football game here in the second quarter, but their offense has been unable to get them back into the scoreboard. 14-0 Newport. Jonesboro has really won the battle there in the second quarter, but David, they don't have anything on the board to show for it, and the Hounds must be extremely careful at their own 8-yard line.
Now is when you certainly want the clock to run.
Second down and 22 for the Hounds at their own 8. Boy, if you ever needed a big play, this might be it. I don't think the Hounds are going to throw it down here. I think they'll just have to punt it. The give is straight ahead. Here's Rucker into the secondary. Rucker to the 20. Rucker 25. D30. First down 35, 40. 45, 50. One man to beat at the 40. Rucker to the 30. Rucker to the 20. Rucker 15. 10. 5. Touchdown! Holy smokes!
92 yards for Steve Rucker, and you talk about a big play. We talked last week that Rucker had not broken the big one. There was a man that had an angle on him about the 30-yard line, and Rucker went past him like a smoking train. Newport leads it 20-0, and what a big play by Steve Rucker.
the Greyhound Report, the first community bank here in Newport. Greyhound Report. Get to visit with Mr. Brett Bunch from time to time and somebody over at the Newport Special School District. Good to see you again, sir.
Good to see you. Everyone's healthy and wealthy and wise.
I like that. I like that. Well, we talked a little bit before we got on the air, and we talked about some of the challenges that we've had, and we want to kind of hit on those things and some positive things that's going on at Newport schools, which there's always a lot. But one of the things you and I discussed was the challenge of the wear and the tear that you've seen on your staff.
Certainly.
Kind of share that information with the general public, what you're seeing with your own staff.
Well, when you look at it in a regular year, there's stress on our staff, on our teachers, because they are tasked with educating children and getting them ready for their future. And this year it's a little different with COVID, because they're not only tasked with educating them in their classroom, but they're tasked with educating them virtually as well. And so you put those two together, and it's added stress on our staff. But I will say this, the teachers here in the Newport School District smile, and they pick it up, and they do what they have to because they love the kids.
It's always been that way, and I think what a great group of educators that we have here from the very top. When you talk about the Newport Special School District, and you talk about the school board, which we're meeting in the boardroom, and then you talk about the leadership at the top from the superintendent on down. When you get good quality people in place, you can get good quality education, regardless of the curveballs that we've been thrown. And we've been thrown a heck of a curveball, as the whole world has been thrown a curveball, the United States of America.
Yes, sir. It's really added a lot of stress across the nation, I'm sure around the world. We look at the fact that, you've got 20%, 10% of your kids that are virtual, that are streaming into your classroom, that you have to prepare for, then you're preparing for the other 20 to 30 kids that are in your classroom. So it's not only put a lot of stress on school systems and communities, but look at the stress it's put on parents too. And we realize that our parents we're asking a lot of them, and they're asking a lot of us. And we want to make sure that we are meeting the needs of these young people, because for us, it's all about the kids. And they're the ones that are going to benefit from what we're doing, or they're the ones that are going to suffer from what we're not.
What do you do, Mr. Bunch, when you have, when certain things arise, not problems as such, but things that are different that we've never seen before from a policy standpoint? Sometimes you just got to just bow your back and say, here's what we got to do, because we've never seen this before.
True. We've had to make a lot of changes. The state's been a great help in helping us with our policies and making sure that we have waivers in place for things. One of the best things that we found out this week was that the president actually extended feeding our children, because right now we can feed all of our children free, and it was set to end December the 30th. Okay. But now it's been extended through the end of June.
Okay,
and
awesome.
So that's a great thing for our kids. But you have to be adaptive. You have to be able to make those changes, and really, we've put plans out, and we've had to adjust those plans. You have to be able to look at what's taking place and adjust for what's best for your kids.
Well, I'm in the public a lot. I hear so many good things that are going on over at this high school and in the elementary school, and it's a great place to go to school. It's a great place to get an education, even in a time when it's not the best time to get an education. Certainly. But let me tell you what we are doing. We are doing the things that we need to do to educate our children.
Yes, sir, we are. And again, I go back to my staff. I go back to the great people that I get to work with, the dedication, the commitment that they have. And that goes all the way through to our parents as well, getting their kids here and making sure their kids are doing what they're supposed to. It takes a team effort on everything that we do. And when you're talking about great things and good things that are happening, when you look at what's taking place on this campus, the high school campus, kids are wearing their masks, they're following direction, they're doing what they're supposed to, and that has helped us retain or contain the actual COVID spread itself. And then you look at our elementary. They're doing everything over there. We're feeding them in the classroom every day. Right. They're having, each wing is separated from the others. We're having the library in the classroom, art in the classroom, music in the classroom. So it's really transformed how we're doing education. but we're doing it because it's what's best for the kids. And even one thing that Ms. Thaxton, who is the principal over at the elementary, has done is they have planned a drive-through trunk or treat for the kids.
Real awesome. Yeah.
They do not want that to be taken away from our kids.
There you go.
And, you know, again, it's trying to make sure that we give them some normalcy in their life.
Yeah, I've always said things like this. You monitor and adjust. You have to monitor and adjust. But I appreciate the hard work that you do. I know you put in a lot of hours, you know, traveling around the state, going to meetings and doing things to try to keep up. And a lot of athletics going on. I want to talk just briefly about athletics. And I mean, we've had a real good fall. We've had a pretty good fall athletic-wise. Talk a little bit about that.
We have. I mean, you're looking at the Hounds are 7-0 in senior high. Junior high struggling a little bit this year, but we've seen progress from where they started to where they are today. So, you know, it's always tough to come in after you've been 27-0 for the last 3 years. But that's a great attribute to our athletic programs. Volleyball is still going on where we start district, and then we head into basketball season.
Right.
Basketball season is going to look a lot different this year for our Hounds. One of the things that we did, we actually had a meeting yesterday in Searcy with all the superintendents and athletic directors trying to figure out how our conference was going to do things. We talked about capacity and coming in and everything that we're looking for that we're going to be able to do. And one of the things that we came to consensus on is, unfortunately, or fortunately, really, we're going to be able to offer tickets just to the parents of the players, because our capacity is so small. We can get 133 people on our home side and 154 on our visitor side, and so we're prepared for that, and we want to make sure that those kids' parents get to go in and watch their children play. And so that's the way we're going to have to do basketball this season. But we're going to have a great basketball season.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
You know,
there's no doubt about it.
And
they can watch it. They can watch it right here on Facebook Live.
Yes, they can. And football season for the high school is going to extend quite a ways, I think.
I hope you're right, my friend.
I do too.
I hope you're right. Well, it's been a great fall, and it's been a great fall to be in school. And again, I appreciate what Brett Bunch does. I appreciate what your staff does, the school board here. In the community, we know we're headed in the right direction, and it's just been a tough old time to do it in with COVID, but man, you guys have been wonderful.
Well, and we also want to extend our thanks to you guys for live streaming. I mean, that made this year even better for our fans because we couldn't get them all in the stadium, but you guys came in and you're live streaming the games. Y'all do such an outstanding job of that, and it's exciting to listen to y'all when y'all are broadcasting those games. And like you said, it'll just carry over into basketball, and we're going to give our community some of the things that they're wanting, even though there are a lot of restrictions.
He's Mr. Brett Bunch. He is the head of the Newport Greyhounds, and we appreciate him taking time to join us on the First Community Bank Report each and every month, or most of the months. We do something every month to get to visit with you several times, and I thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And we are back at Harding University, where the Harding Academy Wildcats lead the Newport Greyhounds 17-7 here at the half, guys. And a reminder that our football game, as always, brought to you by our great Greyhound boosters, including Dr. Kelly McKinney at 2308 Highway 367 North in Newport. Friendly staff, very knowledgeable, and great for the young ones. 523-6574. Doyle Family Farm saluting the Newport Greyhounds. They've been involved in the Greyhound program from Pee Wee to high school for many, many years. Congratulations to the Newport Greyhounds from the Doyle Family Farm. Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, Business Renters, we're your shield, we're your shelter, located at 1400 Malcom Avenue, 523-6514. The Llewellyn and Company family for accounting services, tax preparation and planning, management, consulting services, and payroll at Walnut Street. Call us at 870-523-6764. And Howard's Glass, Rick Bias carrying on the great tradition of Howard Bias, quality glass, door and window needs. I was in there last week. Howard was manning the shop. He was there. He was telling Rick what to do, and Rick was saying, Dad, I'm going to do it my way. So, anyway, Howard's Glass, 523-3771. In the Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware, we're more than just a building center. You can get paint, carpet to go along with everything you need for building projects. From minor repairs to major renovations, think Ace is the place on Highway 367 North in Newport. And Brenda Benish, Modern Woodman of America, 106 South State Street, making a positive impact in our community. 870-217-3684. Being part of something bigger than yourself is Brenda Benish. The Hounds have got to put points on the board, Hayden Schultz.
Absolutely. It's very crucial right here. You get the ball at second half. You got what you wanted as far as getting the ball at second half, and you got to get some momentum going. The offense, had the big run with Theron early in the first quarter, but you got to get the momentum back in your way on the offensive end. As we'll have a First Community Bank kickoff, and once again a pooch kick fielded around the 25 is Kylan Ellis. Kylan Ellis shooting out of there. Kylan Ellis be brought down close to the 40, maybe the 39, so good field position for the Hounds.
Hounds got to put together a drive here, as David Black said. It's crucial that we score, stay in this ball game. Harding just been pretty dominant throughout the first half.
They've been as good as advertised, and I think our defense has played exceptionally well to only give those guys 17. First and 10 for the Hounds from the 39. We go Davis up the middle. Davis in the backfield now sticks his head down, and Theron Davis will get up to around the 47-yard line.
Good bit of running there by Davis. Great little push there by the offensive line.
You got to stick your head down sometimes, and when they call the dive and you want to cut that thing out like Theron did, you got to just – those guys are not going to allow you to go outside. You got to stick the head down and get what you can. And Theron does a great job picking up about 8 on the play as Ballantyne checks into the ball game.
Second down and short. Hounds in dire need of a big play right here. Keep the momentum rolling.
As we go Ballantyne. Ballantyne gain of 1, if any.
Clock under 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
3rd and 1. As Nunk now checking in the ballgame, getting a lot of guys in at the tailback, trying to keep guys fresh.
Championship Friday night at Harding Academy.
It's 3rd down and 1 from the 48. We fake and throw the screen out to Eli Alcorn. Alcorn spin move. Be brought down close to the 49, and he'll have enough for a first down if that's the spot. That was all Eli right there. Kendall, great blocking. Ball a little behind Alcorn. He comes up with it and a little spin move to get the first down for the Hounds.
I think imperative for the Hounds to put points on the board to have a chance to win this football game, and we've got to do it right here. Come on, Newport.
Let's go, Hounds. 10-12 remaining in the third quarter. Clock continues to move.
Here's the snap, and we'll go jet sweep with Eli as he'll get across the 50 to the 49, gain of a couple.
You could not play it any better than that outside guy did that time. He fought off 2 blocks and got there and made the tackle, and the Hounds still gained yards on it. Good job, Eli. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 9:49 to play third quarter. Hounds trailing 17-7. Opening drive of the second half.
Colin Crott checking into the ball game.
Tyler Johnson also checking into the game.
We're going to go double tight here. 2nd and 8. We go Nunk up the middle. Shoots out of there, and Nunk with a gain of about 6 on the play, be 3rd and short.
Reed looks like a bullet there with 9:16 to play here in the third quarter as the clock continues to move.
Hitting a hole straight ahead, not veering to the outside. 3rd down and 2.
Let's get down to around the 43-yard line. Got to get to the 41. Offsides play, and they get the Wildcats. Well, that's something that Harding obviously prides themselves on. They don't get a lot of penalties. Anytime you can get a cheap one on them, you'll take it.
Take it every time, Hayden Schultz. 8:56, clock stops due to the penalty here in the third quarter. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, Harding leads at 17-7 over the Hounds. Hounds looking to the sideline for the play.
Down inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Positive yards on every play. Positive yards.
Snap, fake, quarterback Marshall sticks his head down, and he'll get about 6 on the play. I love it.
Love the play call there. 8:36 remaining as the clock continues to move here in the third quarter.
Pick up a 5. Second down and 5 coming up. Ball at the 33-yard line. Hounds staying with the two tights.
Davis on one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom. Snap, we go Nunk. Nunk trying to get outside. And Nunk will be brought down around the 31.
Those guys do an excellent job of outside contain. They're just not going to give us that outside edge. 7:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Tyler Johnson still in the ball game for the Hounds.
Well, we've converted some third downs here on the drive. The last one with the long count. Hounds have held it for 4.5 minutes here.
And obviously in 4-down territory.
Got to be positive here, guys. Got to be positive.
Snap, and they go Nunk. So he's going to fight and get inside, and we'll have enough for a Go Greenway Equipment Company first down.
Big first down there by the Hounds. 7:18.
Hi, Brother Dave Churchman. How are you, sir?
To the 27-yard line, and the Hounds chipping away.
Positive plays.
In the double tight formation again. Fake. Throws the screen out to Davis. Davis will be out of bounds. Gain of 1.
.647 to go as the clock will stop here in the third quarter.
Hounds been running right at him, having some success. And
Go ahead. Johnson and Nunk off the field. In checks Eli Alcorn and Isaiah Kendall.
Here's snap. Marshall looks to throw. Goes through his progressions. It's now going to stick his head down and try to fight. And we'll get to the line of scrimmage and bring up third down and 9. Well, Harding's back 7 there. Did a tremendous job.
Hounds are pounding the football at them, then take a couple of shots here and bring up third down and long. Controlling the third quarter of action, almost 6 minutes into this drive. Again, the Hounds get a big third down play here.
Marshall looks to throw. He's got Kendall and cannot come up with it. Is Kendall. It'll bring up fourth down and long here.
He was well short of the first down, but in a position that would have set up a fourth down and 3, and this is a 4th and 4. Do the Hounds have just a regular screen pass in that arsenal? We'll see.
4th and 9 for the Hound offense from the 26.
Six minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Empty backfield. Now Davis motions. Marshall looks to throw, throws it, and it's going to come up incomplete. And a turnover on downs, and the Wildcats get what they want here to start the second half.
Well, the Hounds took the football and from their own 39-yard line just drove it right down the field, and then the Harding defense tightens up. Pretty good defensive coverage there on the 3 passes. Hounds not able to convert on fourth down, and he'll turn it over and get it back to this high-powered Harding offense.
5:56 remaining here in the third quarter.
Hounds had it for 6 minutes and couldn't come away with any points.
Here's the snap fake, quarterback keep, and big lick right there, Chris Reynolds.
Fighting off the hold and making the solo tackle there is Reynolds.
For a loss.
Attaboy 1-6.
He's a good football player.
Yes, he is. 5:40 remaining as the clock continues to move here in the third quarter.
He only had his jersey with one hand, though. It's only partially holding.
The old partial hold, huh?
Second down coming up. Come on, defense. Make a play here.
Second and about 14. Empty backfield for Sipe. He's going to throw the quick tunnel. And once again, Chris Reynolds in on the tackle. They get up to maybe the 29-yard line.
And a possession play coming again. 3rd down and 7 here. Can the Hound defense make a play?
Let's go, D. 4:51. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter. As David said, it's 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats.
Empty backfield again. Sipe looking to throw under pressure, throws it deep, and it's going to come up incomplete. Jakeevan Davis and also Abel Robinson in the backfield, and the Hound defense does what they need to do to force a punt.
So the Hound offense will get it back, coming up short. Field the ball here, and still right in this football game, guys. 4:27 to play, and the Hounds have shown they can move the ball. They did on that drive. Just running right at these guys. And the Hound defense, as you say, hey, did their job.
Theron Davis back deep to receive the punt for the Greyhounds.
Good snap, punts it away. Hits around the 39, and Harding hits it around there. 41.
4:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Hounds trail 17-7.
Guys, I liked what we did our last offensive series, running that football right up there against those guys, right up the front, right up the middle, and had some success.
Well, Harding's not going to, they've proven they're not going to give us the outside edge. They're going to make us beat them up the middle.
And or throwing it in the air.
That's right.
When they've only got 5 guys in the box, I like our 5. Here's the snap. Marshall. Backside screen and almost picked off. Harding had it sniffed out. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass.
4:15 remaining here in the third quarter. What's up, Killer Kyle Dotson? Watching the broadcast.
Second and 10. From the 41, 4:15 to go.
Hounds go back to the 2 tats where we had some success on our first drive.
C.J. Young in at the tailback. They go Young up the middle. Fights and gets to around the 44-yard line, gain of about 3.
4:03, clock moving here in the third quarter. Both teams with a stop here in the third quarter. And the Hounds with a 3rd and 7. Can the Hounds make a big 3rd and 7 play here to keep possession of the football?
And they're going to get us for a false start.
Instead of 3rd and 7, it's 3rd and 12 now. That's the things that you cannot do if you're going to be a quality football team and a championship caliber team.
3:37 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds backing up.
Pre-snap penalties, and Coach Hansley hates them.
So does Ben Black.
I can't say I like them either. So we're 3rd and 12 here from the 39. Harding brings 4. Marshall's got time to throw, airing it out. Going up is Griffin. It's going to come up incomplete. And once again, the Hounds will have to punt here.
3 stalemates in a row. Hounds get stalemated. Harding gets stalemated, and then once again the Hounds will punt.
Well, that first drive looked so impressive, guys, and it just stalled out. And give those guys from Harding credit, and give our defense credit from coming right back after that.
Good snap, Will Keedy once again as Marshall punts it away. So it's going to bounce and get inside the 30 to around the 29-yard line. The Wildcats will have to set this thing up again.
Dr. Roger Green and staff at Green Family Medical Practice, delivering primary care services for all members of the family, from kids to seniors, serving Newport and Jackson County in family medicine for many, many years. Ollie's Chicken at the Newport Mart. That's right. You want the best fried chicken in the world, especially in Northeast Arkansas, go to Ollie's Chicken at the Newport Mart, which is right in front of the Cable 15 TV office. Waters Farm, supporting and loving the Greyhounds for many, many years, and thank you folks for being sponsors, our Greyhound sponsors, our booster sponsors. 2:58 remaining here in the third quarter, 17-7, and Harding will get another chance.
1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the snap. They're going to throw the bubble screen out here far side. Duggar makes a guy miss, cuts across field. Duggar will be brought down across midfield. They said he was down after the fumble.
$2:49 remaining here in the third quarter. Good toss and catch there for the Wildcats.
1st and 10 from the 47. Come on, Hounds. You just got to have that big play. You're playing for that big play right here, Ben Black.
Yes, sir.
As they go Miller up the middle. Miller breaking a couple. Now gets outside. Stiff arm going to be brought down around the 31-yard line. First down for the Wildcats.
Clock will continue to run. No score here in the third quarter. It was 17-7 at the half, but Harding on the move.
Snap, they hand it off once again as Miller makes a guy miss, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Just a great play call, great execution there by Harding.
Well, we thought that the Hounds, to have any chance to win the football game, was going to have to come out and score on that first drive, and we had an impressive drive going, and it just didn't work out, and then Harding comes right back, and these guys are, as advertised, and the Hounds will have plenty enough time to try to put points on the board.
Snap, hold, kick, and good. Harding leading here 24-7 over the Hounds.
Well, after their stop of the Hounds, and they drive the ball 71 yards, and it didn't take them long to do it. Less than 4 minutes. Just pretty good offensively. They got a lot of weapons. Got a lot of weapons, guys.
Well, I don't think the defense, I didn't think the defense from Harding was as good as they've played tonight. And, boy, they have been exceptional, to say the least.
Still been looking for a fathead pizza collision of the night. Hadn't really had one in the clubhouse yet. George Kell Motor Company player of the game, and the Subway coaches report at the conclusion of the broadcast. We'll have the Bank of England Mortgage Company recap before that.
First Community Bank kickoff. Call them at 870-201-6202. That's Billy Keedy at First Community Bank, 2525 Malcom in Newport, Arkansas. Kickoff. It's Kylan Ellis will field it and fights and gets over the 35 to around the 37-yard line.
So another opportunity for the Hound offense. You know, we haven't scored since the first possession of the football game, guys. You know, Theron had the big long run inside the 10-yard line, and the Hounds took it in. Haven't put points on the board since then. Really haven't gotten into the red zone, I don't guess.
Just got to chip away here, David Black. You got to get that big play.
You just got to keep playing.
Darius Reed in the backfield for the Hounds.
Snap, we go Nunk up the middle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Clock under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter as it continues to roll.
Here's the snap. Marshall looking to throw, makes a guy miss, and Marshall still on his feet and just goes to the sideline. And DJ turns a loss into a gain.
And the Hounds will have a 3rd down and medium range, a short range, just 7, I guess. Hounds have just not been able to convert anything on 3rd down very few times tonight.
We've got too many guys on the field. There we go. So it's 3rd and 6. And timeout Newport.
I think close to the 25-second clock might run out on those guys. But talking about jobs in Newport, Arkansas, we're hiring correctional officers at the McPherson and the Grimes unit. If you want to write these phone numbers down, 512-2274 and 512-2214. That is a number for Sierra Dowk and Crystal Runzick. And if you're looking for a job in Newport, Arkansas that has 11 paid holidays per year, retirement plan, health and life insurance available, plus options on eye, dental, and Aflac, paid leave for military drill and training, direct deposit on your checks, and you know, it's a career, so they have jobs available if you want to call Sierra or Crystal.
It's a big 3rd down and 6 here for the Hounds. With 1:21 to go in the third quarter. Snap, Marshall back, looks to throw, under pressure, fumbles the football, and the Wildcats have the football. And this second half has been all Harding.
.113 to play, and the protection broke down, and the coverage was real good by the secondary from Harding. Now that big offensive line comes back in there with a chance to, for all intents and purposes, put this game away here in the third quarter. It's 24-7 in favor of the Wildcats. You see that on your screen. The Hounds have just not had any success running or throwing the football tonight, guys, and you have to give credit to Harding Academy for that.
What was the flag there? I just didn't
know that we had one.
I think they just said it was an incomplete pass.
I'll take it.
Man, he was going forward.
But would bring up 4th down.
And 6.
That is correct if the guy stays where he is at the 40-something yard line.
The Hounds got to go for it, I would think, David.
I think you're right. Yeah, you thought you were going to give them the ball there at near the 30. So if you don't make this play, you give the ball at the 41. So
They're saying it's third. Okay, there we go. Fourth down. Yeah.
It's 4th and about 7, maybe 6.
Big play in the football game here, guys, with 1:13 to go in the third quarter.
Snap. Marshall looks to throw. Throws it to Chris Reynolds. Chris came up with it. Chris Reynolds.
Chris looked like he might have fallen on the football. Maybe one of those deals where it just knocked the breath out of him, we hope. But what a sensational laying out to catch that football. And Chris moving his lower extremities.
We'll be back momentarily.
Here we go, just
Chris gets up on his own will, and I think the football, like David said, just was in his midsection as he landed on it. But what a 3 guys around him right there.
great throw by DJ and a great catch, and extended the drive as a 4th down and 6, and was do or die for the Hounds. And the drive continues. Can the Hounds put points on the board here?
Snap, and we go Davis, and they sniff out a run on 1st and 10.
Not a good start there with the new set of downs. Clock under a minute to go with 45 seconds. Continues to tick away.
Hounds will lose 3.
We're under 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Marshall looks to throw the little tunnel screen out to Kendall. As Kendall stiff arm and gets inside the 40-yard line to around the 39.
Reynolds checks back into the ball game here.
Clock stops right at 23 seconds.
Third and 7 coming up from the 39.
Snap. We go Davis up the middle. Davis with a spin move. Has got one man to beat and can't do it. And is brought down at the 40-yard line.
That's Duggar coming up, just making a play. And Duggar, he ran Theron down earlier in the game. That kid's a player now, I'm telling you. He just stayed at home, and we saw Theron coming this way.
That's going to end the third quarter. Your Hounds trailing 24-7 on the road against Harding Academy.
Well, just a reminder, our football games brought to you by El Puente Mexican Restaurant, by St. Michael's Health and Rehab Center, by Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street in Newport, locally owned and locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner Eye Care, offering a full-service pharmacy, including specialty compounds, a large selection of over-the-counter medications, vitamins, and supplies, with free delivery. Let us help you be well. 870-523-5555. State Farm Insurance, Agent Andrew Roach. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Andrew's office is located at 3105 Highway 367 North in Newport. WRMC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. If you've got some knee problems, you've got some elbow problems, you've got some shoulder problems, you've got some arthritis, you need to see Dr. J.D. Allen, Dr. Jeff Angel, Dr. Dylan Carter, Dr. Wes Greer, or APRN's Dr. Chad Grady and Josh McIntosh by calling 793-2371. If you've got joint pain, visit WhiteRiverHealthSystem.com for more information. So 4th down and along 6 here for the Hounds. We converted on last time on 4th and 6. What can the Hounds do here?
We've got 12 minutes to decide the conference championship here, David Black.
Yeah, 24-7, and the Hounds must keep possession of the football. Have to get it to the 34, almost the 33.
Marshall looks back, Goes to throw, fumbles the football. Wildcats will get the football, and a turnover for the Hounds. Wildcats will take the ball at the 39-yard line.
NEDC in downtown Newport, located at 201 Hazel Street. You can go to the Newport link at newportardc.org to find the job listings in our community.
Snap, handoff played exceptionally well right there by the Hound defense. Abel Robinson in.
Big hit, and that's a Fathead Pizza collision of the week from Abel Robinson.
Put him in the clubhouse.
Norvay Alexander checking into the ball game.
Harding in a position to run clock here.
Rightfully so, David. 2nd and 10. Sipe throws the tunnel. Out wide. Be just shy of a first down. Around the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and maybe 2.
This will be Duggar going right.
Handoff and hit in the backfield. And a stop from that Hound defense.
And the safe call here for Harding will be to punt the football, and that's what they're going to do, leading 24-7 with 10:55 to play in the football game. Hounds again, no points since the 7:30 mark of the first quarter on the Hounds' first offensive drive.
Back deep, Tristan Griffin for the Hounds. High, tight spiral. And the Hounds let it bounce inside the 10. And they're going to let it roll all the way down to around the 7-yard line.
Had a field goal. That's the punt. That's the second punt that we've seen tonight. That was just a spiral punt that went a ton of yards, well over 40. And then they had the punt inside the 5-yard line to the 2 on a short kick. They've kicked a 40-plus yard field goal tonight. Their kicking game has been outstanding. Hounds with another opportunity here.
10 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the ball game. Hounds trailing here 24-7, as you see at the bottom of your screen.
Snap, we go Ballantyne up the middle. Ballantyne will get up to around the 10.
Short gain, but a positive yardage, +3. 9:55, clock moving, fourth quarter. You see the score on our screen. Ball at the 10-yard line.
Snap, Marshall looks to throw. He's going to throw it deep to Kendall. As Kendall comes up with a big play.
He's a playmaker. DJ put it on the money, and Isaiah had a step on Duggar over there.
9:31 to go here in the ball game. Big play there from Kendall. Nice toss by DJ Marshall.
Hounds with a big positive, getting it out of the hole.
Just got to put together some positives, string together some positive plays, and keep plugging.
Throws it up. Tristan Griffin. What a play, and we have a flag, and I don't understand what the flag could be.
Well, he threw it real late. And I mean real late after the play. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Hounds. Should be second down. I think. Loss of down, correct? Maybe not in high school. Maybe just a penalty.
It's going to be first and 15. 9:25 remaining here in the contest, and the Hounds going backwards. And once again, they sniff it out on first down.
Linebacker coming on a stunt. Or was that the defensive end?
8:45 to go. Clock continues to move here in the fourth quarter.
Fakes to Davis. Fires the missile across to Chris Reynolds, and Chris will come up with a first down.
He's a playmaker, guys. Great throw by DJ and tremendous catch by Chris Reynolds. And no quitting his Hound football team.
Eight and a half minutes to go here in the ball game.
For Greenway Equipment Company, first down as Marshall looking to throw, and he's got time, and he fires it to Davis. Davis can't come up with it.
Second down and 10 for the Hounds here.
Snap, Marshall looks to throw. Under pressures DJ, and he just gets out of bounds.
Gain on the play past the 40. Close to the 40. Short of the 40. Down to the 41. So third down and 9 coming up here. Clock at the 8:11 mark. And under a lot of pressure.
Third down and 9, 8:11 to go in the contest. And we've got a false start penalty against the Hounds.
When it rains, it pours, Hayden Schultz.
And again, those are the things that just, it's frustrating on everybody when you cost yourself 5 yards and you don't snap the football. See if the Hounds can overcome here. It's third down and 14 now. 8:09, clock is moving. We're in the fourth quarter. It's 24-7 in favor of Harding. You don't have to get it all here on third down, but you need to get 7 or 8.
Marshall looks to throw. Rows it just underneath to Kendall and will come up incomplete. Fourth down and 14, and the Hounds will elect to go for it.
7:50, clock stops. Playing for a conference championship, and Harding Academy 7 minutes and 50 seconds away from doing just that, regardless what happens next week against Salem for those guys. Hounds trying to find a Week 10 game.
Empty backfield for Marshall. Marshall looking to throw under pressure as they throw it deep Alcorn tries to come up with it, and it's going to come up incomplete. And a turnover on downs for the Hound offense.
Well, just been a tough night for the Greyhounds here at Harding. Give kudos to those guys. They're just a great football team. 7:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hounds trailing 24-7 to the Wildcats.
We appreciate all the folks watching, and Brian Prince and all the group over at the Newport CC.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Snap, and they go toss out to Miller. Spins off and tries to fight to get the extra.
Clock moving, 7:28 to play in the football game. A gain of about 3. Second down and 7. Harding using some clock right here. The clock is advantageous to the Wildcats.
Under 7 minutes to go. Sight slings it out. Kylan Ellis missing the tackle on Duggar, and he's going to fight and get to the 45-yard line, just shy of a first down.
Hound defense still playing well in this ball game.
Third down and short. It'll be Duggar time. Or correction.
Miller. Third and 1. They go to Miller. He'll fight and get over for a first down.
I thought they might do that.
To the 42.
6:16 to play. Clock stops to move the chains. It's been a battle, guys. It's been a battle tonight. You know, at this stage of the football game, Harding's just made a few more plays offensively than the Newport offense has, and that's the difference in the football game.
First and 10. Here's the snap, and they go Miller. So he breaks one free, and Miller's going to go to the house untouched. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that certainly seals it right there if it hadn't already been sealed. Two good football teams here tonight, guys, but we're going to come up on the short end of the stick against a AAA state championship contender.
Extra point is good. Harding lead 31-7 over your Greyhounds with 5:45 to go in the contest.
7-0 at one time in the Newport defense. We got a pick on our first defensive possession. On our second defensive possession, we held them to a field goal, 7-3. And man, since 7-0, it's been 31-0 Harding Academy, and the Hound Dogs are still fighting. That's what I like, guys. We're still fighting.
Just get out here, just keep plugging.
Well, here's a good thing about this game, because last year the feeling was it's over. Well, it's not over this year.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, we've got the playoffs to sort out. Did they ever figure out exactly how they're going to work the playoff schedule, David?
I have not seen, to tell you the truth. I didn't get a chance to look any this week, but I know the Hounds will get a home football game and then would be on the road and then at home again, being a second seed in the conference if things stay the way they are now. Could be a potential Newport at Hoxie in week 2.
Round 2.
Sky kick. Kylan Ellis will catch it around the 21. And Kylan's done a great job on the returns here as he fights to get to the 37-yard line. Great field position for the Hounds.
Hounds have had some good field position. They've had some poor field position in that, and they've strung together a few first downs. But I mean, the back seven of this bunch has just been exceptional, and our back seven and defense has been exceptional also. Other than just a couple of plays that these guys made, I mean, you're right in a football game, but tonight this bunch is the better football team. And who knows what might happen come down the road.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Snap, and they go Ballantyne up the middle. Ballantyne will get up to the 41, maybe the 40. Gain of a couple, 2nd and 8.
We hope to have the George Kell Motor Company player of the game and the Subway coaches report at the conclusion.
Green pass out to Chris Reynolds. Chris Reynolds will get to the 43-yard line.
Hope to have that at the end. We know that the team has been asked to immediately go to the dressing room, so we may or may not be able to get those done. What's 3rd down and 5 for the Hounds here with 4:48 to play in the game?
Snap, Marshall looks to throw, throws it to Ballantyne, and Ballantyne will get to the 45-yard line, be 4th and about 3.
Now the Hounds will probably go here and see if we can get 3 yards. Eli checks into the football game. Duggar with a couple of big runs here Miller, with a couple of big runs for touchdowns in the second half. Been the difference in the second half.
We're going to have a flag here. It's going to be a false start against the Hounds.
Another pre-snap penalty against Newport. Instead of 4th and 3, you're going to have 4th and 8. Part of the game, guys. Part of the game.
3:40 remaining here in the ball game. Clock will continue to roll.
Marshall has got time. They only bring 3. As Marshall is going to get the first down.
Great effort by DJ. First down for the Hounds, and with 3:25, the Hound Dogs still battling here, fellas. You go back to the 1st down and 10 call where the officials had to bring out the credit card. A huge play in the football game. Could have been Newport's ball there, but it wasn't.
Marshall throws outside to Kendall. Kendall will be brought down.
Guys, a lot of football left for these Newport Greyhounds. A lot of football left.
No but doubt about it. Hayden hit the nail on the head when he said, last year we lose to Harding and the season's over. It was in the playoffs. Well, this year they're on our conference schedule, and we live to play another day. Just got to take this one off the chin again and learn from it. Get better.
2nd down, Marshall. It's pressured and will be sacked. Harding drops 8, brings 3 there and gets the pressure.
Football game brought to you by the Sonic Drive-In, by White River Area Agency on Aging, by C&M Ag Depot, Fathead Pizza, 2 Chicks Florist and more, Farmers Tire Mart, Norman Baker Pharmacy, M&P Insurance Services, also by Sam's Diner, Fletcher Land Surveying, Unity Health Harris Medical Center.
Third down and 10. Marshall looks to throw, tries to throw to Reynolds, and it's going to come up incomplete. Clock will stop at 2:04. Fourth and 10 from the 49. Marshall throws to Ballantyne, will come up incomplete. And a turnover on downs, and the Wildcats will get the ball close to midfield with 2 minutes remaining in the contest.
Well, Harding Academy's job here is to run off 2 minutes and have a victory. Hounds played hard, guys. It just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Well, you got to give credit to these guys from Harding Academy. They're just a quality football team. There's a reason they haven't lost a game to an Arkansas team in a couple years. They're just pretty salty.
Miller will pick up around 5 on the direct snap to him in at the quarterback.
Abel Robinson is our Fathead Pizza Collision of the Week winner. Abel will get a free medium-sized dine-in pizza from the friendly folks at Fathead Pizza. It's one word, and it's all caps at Fathead. Don't forget about Sports Unleashed this Monday night.
Here's the snap, and they go Miller up the middle. There's a spin move, and Chris Reynolds not giving up to tackle him around the 27-yard line, and at 1:07 remaining in the contest, and the clock will start right when the chains go. I believe that Harding just wanted to get that first down, and now will take a knee and conclude this football game, and that's exactly what they'll do. And Hounds take one on the chin here on the road to the conference champions, the defending state champions, and the best football team in the state in 3A.
No doubt about it.
Well, great respect from these guys from Harding Academy to run out the clock here, and that will be the last play of the football game. And Harding will win this thing 31-7, and I don't think that they'll get an opportunity to shake hands. But let me tell you what, some admiration from the Wildcats and the Greyhounds. And the Greyhounds, they fought hard. They played very, very hard, and it just wasn't in the cards tonight. We just met our match tonight, and the Hounds will fall to 8-1 on the year. But let me say this, congratulations to these guys from Harding Academy. They've got an awesome bunch, and so do the Newport Greyhounds. And you don't know what the future holds for the Hounds, but I still say a lot of football left. And Ben Black, we're going to go to our Bank of England postgame report. Well, 31-7 to Hayden Schultz. Harding Academy wins this football game and made some plays when they needed to make some plays, and the Hounds couldn't do as much as as what Harding did, but both defenses played very, very well. They get a couple of scores at 17-7 at the half. We were talking at halftime. We thought maybe if we could come out and take that football down there and score and make it a better scoring football, at least give yourself a chance that the Hounds would come away with a victory, but not tonight.
They're as good as advertised, David Black. I mean, you knew they were going to be good, and you expect a hard-fought battle, and obviously the score not in our favor, and that's one that stings a little bit. But we talked about it earlier. You've still got playoffs, and you've got some weeks to prepare for who you've got in playoffs and get to see that. But I mean, I thought the defense played exceptionally well. I thought the offense had some momentum to get things going. Didn't have a lot of things go our way, and Harding just overcame the adversity that was thrown at them. Anytime they were first and long or second and long or third and long, they just overcame those types of things. And when you go on the road to try to beat a quality ball club like that, you can't let a team like that overcome some things, and they did, and hats off to them. And I'll say it again, that's the best football team in 3A, and I think there's no question about it until somebody knocks them off. They are the best football team in the Class 3A.
Well, they've proven themselves time and time again, each and every Friday night for the last couple of years. I think they had one loss to a team, Briarcrest Christian out of Tennessee, out of Memphis.
I think they're a top 3 team powerhouse in the state of Tennessee. So
they're just a good quality football team. Hounds have a lot of football left, a lot of life left in these Greyhounds. Just tough to take a loss like that at Harding. You got the chance to come back down here and redeem yourself. But the positive thing is, Hayden, that the football season's not over. Last year Coach Hinsley was giving this speech, and a lot of guys knew that they weren't going to have a chance, and they weren't going to be able to play again, ever put that orange helmet on again. But, that's not the case here tonight. The Hounds will see what we do here when they figure out the playoffs, when the AAA figures out the playoffs. Just want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Appreciate the support and the love shown by all of our wonderful fans in and around the world, so to speak. But we're going to wrap this thing up. Harding wins 31-7 over the Greyhounds here in Searcy.
for the Greyhounds coach, and you had a long conversation with your team, and then you talked to your seniors. I don't want to know what you said to either one of them, but let's talk a little bit about the football game tonight. Our kids battled.
They did, you know, and that's what I asked them from the start, David. I said, I wanted you to battle for 4 quarters. You know, you never can tell what an outcome of a game is, especially in the situation that we were up against tonight. But all I asked of the kids was 4-quarter game, and that's all you can ask of a kid, is to keep battling for 4 quarters and show us who we are and what our identity is.
You're on the road. We're playing the defending state champions. You're playing the team that's, got the throne, expected to win it all again. And our kids will learn. We'll learn from this. And I do know this. There's lots of football for this team left.
There is. And that's what I told them. I said, we're not giving up on one game. You know, the regular season is now over unless something crazy happens next week. But the regular season's over. And that's what I challenge them is, we're still a great football team. And in no way did I ever say good. I said we're a great football team. And we want challenges like this. If we want to be who we think we are, we want games like this. We want challenges like this. That's a great football team. And if you play great football teams, you've got to step up your level. And that's what I challenge the kids to do is did we play with our 4 quarters of effort, like I asked, and did we step up our game, elevate our game to what we got to do to compete?
Well, there's no doubt that this team has a chance to make a run. You get in the brackets, you play them a week at a time. It's going to be one of those crazy years that we still don't know who's going to be in the playoffs. You know,
and that's what we always talk about, we love about playoffs, is it's this year more than ever it's going to be crazy, but you actually play for the rest of your career right there. I mean, you've got seniors that now they're in a one-or-done situation. And it's the pressure of the playoffs that really make it special to me. We got to go into every game and we've got to win, and I think that's kind of what puts you in a position to fight.
We talked about it in the booth tonight when it was kind of winding down, and Hayden says, last year when we were down here, when it was over, it was final. It was over. It's not over.
It's not over, and I think that's what we need to learn. And that's what I told the kids. And nobody wants to hear there's a lesson in a loss, but it's the truth, David. It really is. Everything that we've ever lost in, you learn something from, and that's what I ask them. Is just learn from what we lost tonight and from the loss, and what we're going to be going forward.
Well, I'm looking forward to this playoff run. I think our football team is an outstanding football team, and we played an outstanding football team tonight. And who knows, if you see these guys later on somewhere down the road, you might have a different outcome. But I know this, the Hounds will battle you for 4 quarters.
They will, and that's what I brought the seniors over for, is because, it's obviously it's their game going forward. It's their team, and we're very young. I mean, you look around, and we're a young team, and I want those guys to give that example of what those young guys need to learn. And I think that's what I want our team identity to be, and that's where I challenge the seniors. So we're a great football team, and man, I really want to see what we can when we figure it out and we play as one.
You talk about calling all the seniors over there, and I think maybe just a little more than a handful.
Yeah, I mean, we got 6 seniors, so but they need to lead by example. They need to show what we are, what we are as a team, because they're right now playing for the rest of their life, their career. So the challenge is on them, and I hope to see a good result when we come back Monday, ready to go to work again.
We're going to go to work. We don't know when we're playing, but we'll let you know as we go. And we just want to thank Coach Mark Hinesley, always with victory or defeat. We're going to get on here and talk about our Newport Greyhounds. And as always, go Hounds!